So in today's tutorial, we're going to learn how to make this one, the CFA-44 Nosferatu, and this is a legendary aircraft from the video game called Ace Combat series. And as you can see, just like in the plane in that video game, you have this huge diamond-shaped delta wing and this tiny canards and twin vertical stabilizers that is kind of towed out, and two afterburners and this triangular intakes, and you have this canopy right here, and this one is quite simple. And actually I have a more complicated version of this plane later on that I'll release. And okay, so let's begin. First off, you have this square sheet of paper, and we're going to make a preliminary fold. And then you just line up this one and this one. Pretty simple. And you squash it. And for this side, you can first fold this up and match these edges right here, so it can be used for later on making this cockpit a lot easier. Yeah, common practice. And then you just, like the other side, you fold this first. You have this reference crease, and then you squash it. Now let's turn our paper around. First off, let's unfold this, and then we pull this up like this. And then use this creases to fold to the center line like this. And then you unfold it and you get your reference points. And then you match this line up with this line, so you have more reference points. And then we are going to do to the other side. They're the same. Now we have this guide points right here, those intersections, and I'm gonna fold this up and then fold this down here. And now we just fold using this point, and we fold them out, and this will become your wings. After you have your wings, let's unfold everything again. And then fold this, and using the reference creases, you fold the wings like this. Then you unfold it, and then you close sync it like this. Like this. Yeah. Okay, we are back, and I just found I forgot my tweezers, and here it is. I need it. Let's continue. And we have these wings, and we fold this up, this edge to this edge, and then we fold this edge to this center line right here. Squash fold it. Same for the other side. You have these triangles, and then we just start. Fold this up, have these tiny triangles here, then we unfold it, and then we just fold this like that. We have this point, you have to land it here. Same for the other side, this point, not this point, this one you fold it, and this point should land here. Okay. And now we just fold this right here. Right here we open this. Now let's flip it over. And notice that you have this line right here and this. We're gonna fold this edge down to create some sort of parallel. As you can see, you have to make sure this line right here is parallel with this line. And then we're going to poke this out, which means that the tweezers are really important for this step. And here, same for this side. Make sure this line and this line is parallel, and carefully use our tweezers. Fold it down. Have this, and you have to check your symmetricity here. Bit. Okay, let's continue. And then we notice that here is a layer, and then we're going to take it out really carefully, and notice that this point and this point, now crease it, fold it, and then we use this line as a reference point, and then just wiggle it right here. Oops, this step is pretty tricky. Yeah. And same for the other side. This step is quite important for you to form your canards. And now we fold this down. To give your leading edges of the wings a little bit reinforcement. Same for the other side. And make sure things are almost symmetrical. Although sometimes it doesn't really do like that. And just like this one, you can actually fold it again to give it some extra reinforcement in the leading edges. Here. That. And then we're going to put this into this, as you can see, these pockets here to make sure they get locked up. Same for the other side, as you can see. And then we crease this down right here. And then again, one right here. Gonna have the intakes flipped over like that, and notice that this point here, fold it down right here. Same for the other side. So you have your canards. And to lock them up, you can use this pocket right here. place it in. Same for the other side. And we have this. Almost there. Now let's make our cockpit. Basic. This is quite basic. Pedal fold this. And then we just crease it down this point to match this point. Here. I'm not gonna explain more for this cockpit because I actually seen quite a lot of planes out there have such kind of style of cockpit, you know. Yeah, nice. Now let's flip it over. Same as my YF-23, you can just use this line right here. At this point, you crease it up. Here. Before doing this, you can actually fold this step. Have your tails. You can see. And then we're gonna fold this in to give the wings some reinforcement. Then we have our V-tails start taking shape. Fold it up and fold this up here. Actually, this point and this point are almost matched up. And then we're gonna fold our tails. We first squash it. This line and this line matching up right here. Same for the other side. Then we're gonna fold this one like that. Crease matching up. Pull this one out. Nice. Then we fold this out. Then we're going to fold it like this. Make sure this line, this point, fold it like this. Then we're gonna start like this one here. Same for the other side. check your symmetricity. And then we're gonna fold this up and this up. And then fold it down and fold this in to the pocket. Same for the other side. Here. And poke it in. Great. Now you have your details. And then let's do the jet fold. You notice this point right here, and then you're gonna fold it and using this one as another point for your reference. Have this, let's fold our wings up. Like this. And now let's move on to our locking mechanism. It's quite simple, just like my Y23, you just simply roll them up like this. Good. And then we fold the other side, fold the wings. Then let's start some of those detailing process. Notice that there are these afterburners and these intakes, and it's quite simple. For the afterburners, you just briefly just fold this up a little bit, and then you just poke and round them. Like this, like this. As you can see, these afterburners quite simple. As for the intakes, it's actually connected to the canards. And let's first pull this out. And you have this kind of sort of laughing like thing like the X-32, which is the one that lost to the F-35. And now let's fold a W shape, which is literally two triangles, just like in the video game the CFA-44 Nosferatu has two triangular intakes. Oh, this step is kind of tricky, to be honest. See, we have the intakes, and then we tweak some of the details a bit. Yeah, the shaping could be a little bit tricky. Almost there. Good. We have our CFA-44 Nosferatu. And actually, to fly this plane, it's kind of similar to Jason Morrill's Diamondback, because actually the both planes share the same base and they both have this triangular wing that has this diamond-like shaping. Although this one just tweaked it a little bit and has these two canards and this cockpit, and you have this more widespread tails to make it look more like the jet from the video game. And enjoy! Alright, and I will also share some bonus, and it's this one. And this CFA-44 Nosferatu is actually made before, and I used a 70 GSM printer paper that cut into a square, and then I just folded, and I have this camouflage of this red and some sort of black or dark brown to be printed on it, and then folded like this to simulate the villain in that video game Ace Combat 6 Fires of Liberation, and he flies this his CFA-44 Nosferatu have this kind of red camouflage. Maybe yeah. Enjoy.